Hello, everybody. KevinJJohnston here. Yeah, we're going to do this video in the middle of the day, even though it's a gorgeous day outside and I should be outside getting a suntan. I'm here because I love you all so much. And this video I watched this morning, in fact, I was laughing my head off, everybody. Why? Because the radical left, the radical LGBTQs, the crazies, the nut jobs, the insaniacs, the maniacs, the reprehensible reprobates, they're all out there bothering people, continuing to bother people all of the time. And it's all a matter of they want the rest of us to get into their psychobabble and their baby talk. They all say, well, we have pronouns and you're going to have to say them. And if not, we're going to call the police. And of course, the Peel Regional Police, where I'm from, my hometown, they actually have it on their website. If you've ever been made fun of, if you ever feel like you're alone in the world, you call us and we'll go and arrest everybody who bothered you. Ooh, remember the old days, the 70s and the 80s? If somebody picked on you and you went and you learned a bit of karate and whatnot, you know how you got them to stop picking on you? You knocked their teeth out of their mouth. That was the way that we used to do it in the 70s and the 80s. And believe me, it worked. I had to do it. I had a horrendous bully from grade 1 all the way to about grade 11. I got trained. I put him down on the ground and he cried like a little bitch. And that is how you have to deal with things. So for all of you LGBTQ maniacs out there who are being picked on, mostly because you're shoving your ideology in people's faces who don't care and don't want anything to do with it, well, then learn how to fight. But you don't. None of you do. You go out and you cry and you go and you blow whistles and you make lots of noise and you pout. And you go on social media and you call people racist and he's Islamophobic and homophobic and transphobic, words that don't even exist. This is what you do. That is why you're not liked. So what we have, everyone, is a gal who used to be a guy who's not my biggest fan. And that's why I love talking to her now. And because this individual has gone out of her way to earn the respect of her peers, being me and others who are in the podcasting game, then she has earned the right, the privilege, whatever you want to call it, of me and everyone else calling her, as opposed to him, it, they, whatever it might be. I'm not going to do that. So if you want to have a pronoun and you want to have different names and so on, fine, but earn people's respect. That's how you do it. Respect is not bestowed. It is earned. And anybody and everybody out there has the ability to earn that respect. So I'm going to bring Ellie on right now, who was a man and had the surgery done. So like we're talking total commitment, man. It's not a matter of you fake guys out there with the wigs and the puffy makeup and the lipstick. No. Ellie went out and bought scissors and X-Acto knives and glue and tape and got the job done the right way. All right. Ellie, thanks for being here. How are you?
Not bad. How are you?
Not bad. The scissors, did you go to a high-end shop for that or a discount dollar store?
No, actually, they had a sale on in Quebec, so I just went to Montreal, picked them all up.
Yes, at the Quebec, where they do not say the F word, they go tabernacle instead. Wonderful.
Yeah, no, I found some, voodoo doctor on the street corner, and he performed the ceremony for me.
So. Nonetheless, whether it's a voodoo doctor or not, you still were committed to the craft, right?
Yeah.
You're not somebody who's just parading around looking for attention.
No, that's why I used to be accused of that, but no, I went all the way, and like I said, it's still a fight every day with people trying to. Because like I said, I don't pass. It's not like people look at me and go, "Is that a guy or a girl?" They know, right? So it's just a matter of getting them to show mutual respect. I don't expect them to bow down and cower to me or anything. Just treat me normal like a person, and I'll treat you normal like a person, and we're good, right?
That's it. Move on. There is no reason to be disrespectful, and I've actually I've known you now for 4 years, I believe it might be. And the truth is, I've actually never known you to push it on anyone. I've known you to show up for the rallies, but just talk to people like a normal human being, which is something that these radical left-wing LGBTQ morons do not know how to do. I want to dive right into this
Okay.
You were in St. Thomas, Ontario. What happened? Go.
I went in and I wanted to go in myself, so I didn't appear threatening. I went
Sorry.
in.
Wanted to go into what? Let's get the
Okay,
whole back.
I'm sorry. There was a drag queen week happening here. I believe there's a parade today. I'm not even going to it. But I went down to check out Drag Queen Day. There was a luncheon or brunch or whatever it was to observe, because they keep saying there's nothing bad going on. Why are you being such a bigot? Well, what better thing to do than let a bigot in and show them there's nothing going on, right? So I went down peacefully, no megaphone, no, I didn't even have my camera out. I was searching for it, and I got mobbed, surrounded by police, by Antifa, by these angry, vibing vax junkies or whatever they are, and they weren't.
We have the evidence to back your story. That's correct, because you were at this event with our good friend Lisa, who is gorgeous and bisexual. So she can talk to both of us about really cool things. Wink, wink. So let's put it on up, because this video is hysterical. Keeping in mind you are a real, you actually got the surgery done, so you are trans, a fully trans individual. And here's how you get treated. Let's go.
They're surrounding our local trans woman that's speaking out against this. They blew their whistles so that there was a warning, so everybody could know their role.
So they blow whistles and point at you.
Yeah.
Okay.
There we go.
Trans women in this town.
Okay. Now this is not your camera. This is Lisa's camera, right?
Lisa's camera, yeah.
And there's the big bouncer, the guy on the left, guy, girl, it thing.
Yeah.
On the left.
Truthfully, I don't remember seeing them. I was just.
Okay, there's the police. There you are. Okay, there's Ellie. There's Ellie.
Yeah.
You're all welcome here. You're more than welcome to hold your own event and invite all of your people. And you're more than welcome to hold it even to the public. What you're not welcome to do is be here.
Oh.
No, I'm worse than that. So you need to leave. Who are you? My name is Sky Holbrook. Is this how you treat your local trans women? This is about you being a trans woman. She's not welcome because that's been online. What has she said that's online? That she's seen that she leaves. Okay, you can ask that she leaves.
Ellie, do you think part of the problem might be that you've been on my show? Is that part of the problem with these left-wing nuts right now?
I think it's everything, Kevin, because I've been exposing them for 6 years. That I've been doing videos, exposing their people like Yaniv and all these other idiots, Morgan and OJ. So all these people are connected. They all, and they see me as opposition, but truthfully, I'm the only one fighting for the community, because I'm the only one trying to straighten out all this bullshit that they're doing. So up till now, anyway. So like I said, I've always tried to have kid gloves when dealing with exposing things and whatever, and I just kept it to certain individuals. But now I don't care. This is a note to the LGBTQ and the rest of them. No more kid gloves. If I release something and it lands on your toes like a heavy brick, I'm sorry, but that's tough shit. After what I was done to me yesterday, no more support for you. No more protecting you. I got to stand up on your own. And you members who aren't into all this and aren't into pedophilia, better leave that letterhood really soon, because
that is good point. Left wingers, there's pedophilia attached to the entire LGBTQ plus nonsense cult. Get out now before people really start taking offense to this, because the tide's turning. Let's get back to the video here.
But she doesn't have to leave. Well, I didn't ask her to leave. That's all I did. You're right to have your opinion and your feelings, and that's okay. This is an inclusive event for people who are LGBT.
I just want to crack a rude joke here. I'm going to refer to this particular individual as stomach tits. There's something wrong with her breasts, and they're hanging down to almost her waist. And that's not supposed to happen until you're 83 years of age.
Yeah.
She's a trans woman. I'm a bisexual woman. We're here because this is supposed to represent us too. Because we don't have the same agreement. You can be here and be polite. Can you do that? Have we been polite this whole time? She just rolled in, and you babysitters is what you need. We don't need to have babysitters. We're grown ups. Out of line, you will be asked to leave, and you will do so. Oh, are you in control of us now? So if you wanted, stepping out of line. No, but But you're trying,
and you can't even control yourself. Look at you, you're all
My name's
shaky,
Lisa.
and you're the one that needs a babysitter. Look at you. Take a good video of her. Yeah.
It's okay. So you can't control people when they come to a public place.
I see what you're saying. They're starting to form a circle around you. You haven't been swarmed yet, but they're starting. Okay. All right.
No, it happens slowly.
I'm with myself.
So you're not recording on behalf of any.
I'm independent. I'm with myself. I came here as a bisexual woman. I saw you guys were surrounding a local trans woman, and I felt like it was my duty to come and help defend her because she just came in. You guys blew your whistles right away, and then all of you came and surrounded her. That's not fair. This is supposed to be an inclusive event, is it not?
It is a. Why are you recording me?
Okay. First off, I just want to address a couple of the emails I just received right now. And John, I just want to address you as well. You're saying that you're proud that this does not concern you in any way. You're correct. It doesn't concern you in any way because you're not at the rallies and whatnot. And truthfully speaking, and let's just be dead honest here, Ellie's life does not concern mine. My life does not concern Ellie. But what we're doing here is Ellie and I are showing the hypocrisy of the left wing. That's all that this is. We've had this junk, just shoved down our throats, something fierce. We all hate it, to the point where the Muslim community now is forming a 1 million man march. And that's tomorrow night's show, by the way, because we're all trying to get this crap to stop. So Ellie, the point we want to make here, real trans woman, had the surgery done, not welcome in the supposed trans community. This here is showing that the left is imploding. We can win this. That's why I'm doing this. We can win if we actually pick up our socks here and keep hitting them hard like Ellie does.
It's a public space. I'm allowed to. I'm not going to. You came up to talk, but you came up to talk to me. So that's your and I don't need to give that to you.
Okay, and I don't need to talk to you.
You don't need to. That's right.
She doesn't need to talk, but she's still there talking.
She came up to us. We didn't go to her.
2 seconds and take a breath because I noticed a lot of people are shaking. Their hands are shaking. Let's take a breath.
Shaking?
The conversation. Yeah, I agree.
This guy was actually the only good guy.
The same thing that we agree with. We didn't.
What does he mean people are shaking? What's this guy trying to be? Go ahead.
He saw what was going on. He saw these people were literally, Kevin, I'm serious. It was like, I don't want to say that joke. It was just weird. Well, I was gonna say most of them look like they're shaking like a faggot at a weenie roast because like, they were just vibrating, and I'm like, oh my god, how many vaccines have you had? Right? Like, because like I said, these people were not doing heroin or speed or anything. They weren't doing street drugs. These people were reacting to drugs that they're on, and they were all oh my god.
Well, Ed is in the Rumble room right now. Ed, what's the name of the drug that they use? Let's keep going with this.
Surround you guys.
It's a bit concerning. So
I can bring some transgenders here and surround them if they want.
You're smiling. I love it.
Spread out a little bit and have a nice
And spread
conversation.
out. You guys are the ones that clouded everybody.
I'm not.
She's got her pronouns on her jacket. Really?
Yeah.
Adderall. Thank you, Chris. Adderall is the drug most of them take. That is correct.
Okay.
It's easy to get.
So you guys blew whistle, she blew a whistle, and then everyone came over
Oh, yeah, there's the whistle girl.
here and swarmed her. Not anymore, because everybody's here now. You guys swarmed her. She
Now there's the
walked into
enforcer with the
park.
beard in
She
black.
didn't do anything.
Yep.
Okay.
Was this an electronic whistle or a regular whistle?
It was her whistle and her whistle. They know you know exactly.
Miss
what
Antifa.
The mask sex. Wow. Wow.
Is she? Because she's not agitating anybody. You guys are agitating.
Nobody is agitating.
You guys are the ones that surrounded us.
That's fine. I thought there were. My apologies if that's not true.
Pardon me?
It's my apologies. if
Nobody's
that's not
leaving,
true,
so-
but I thought
This
there
is a
were-
public park. We pay taxes to be here, and we're allowed to be here.
What's wrong with her face? Is there actually what's wrong with her brain?
Okay, that's fine. We didn't break
What,
that.
that the lady there?
Yeah, it just seems like there's
No, she I had chatted with her associate.
oh, never mind. Here's a broken brain.
That they said they couldn't get. Yeah, this one went into an attack.
Seeing people like me, and that saved my life. You guys are hurting trans people. I don't care if people. How are we hurting trans people? Because when you hate on drag, how did we hate on drag queens? When you, I know they're not. Yeah,
hate on drag queens and feminizes hate against all of us because
How?
see us as only trans, regardless of if we.
All right, hold on. We got to stop this idiot for a second here. See, this whole thing is they don't have a constructive argument.
No.
They're not coming to you with a real reason why you're not allowed there.
No.
You've never hurt anyone. I have never hurt anyone. Lisa's never hurt anyone. In fact, you and me and Lisa have all been victims of Antifa and LGBTQ violence over and over again. 6 attempts on my life. You've been shoved and pushed and kicked. Lisa's been spit on and punched and kicked and so on. So they come forward with this violence, and then they say, well, you're hurting us right now. And they accuse you and me of doing what they're doing, which is Joseph Goebbels, like the Nazi tactic of do really evil stuff and blame your opponent.
Yeah, basically, no. They and this girl here, I had told Lisa, back off, because I thought she was going into a seizure. Like, I was standing there looking at her. I was afraid for her. She's like overamping, Kevin. That was scary, man. And she was like in a walker or something, and I didn't want her keeling over, and then me, Lisa, and I being blamed for her thing, right?
Yeah.
Well, if you weren't there, she wouldn't have been all overamping. Well, I'm sorry. Can I go downtown shopping too, or is someone going to overamp down there? Right?
Someone's going to overamp everywhere, and it's up to every single person. Once you hit around age 13, 14, it's up to you to keep your emotions in check. Yeah, you really do have to keep your feelings and your emotions subsided. And
now they're in the 30s. They're still acting like 12.
Sorry?
Yeah.
I didn't hear.
I said now they're in the 30s and they're still acting like 12-year-olds.
That I know. That's the part that sucks the most. Okay, keep going here.
Drag queens or not, they look at trans women. They treat them like drag.
Hey, Ellie.
All the
welcome to
cops.
Pinafore Park.
There you are.
Can you hold that for a second? Welcome to Pinafore Park.
Hold on. Before this starts, I got to make a comment. I'm sure that you're the only one, the only trans person at this event who actually had surgery done. I'm willing to bet that's true.
But according to Lisa, that's
A nice welcome
Yeah.
to here. So,
And I
What'd
think
you
I'd be surrounded by all my friends here, the police.
yeah, we haven't done anything. We've been very peaceful. We're not the ones that are blowing whistles.
I spent an hour getting my makeup done, and now I wanted to come and have
Is
a
this-
good time.
And Lisa, if you're watching, you're gorgeous, honey. Keep it up.
yeah, she is gorgeous.
Like, this is our existence. This is what we get for existing.
This is what we get for trying to do anything with the community, try and get involved. And what do? They surround you.
That Nick had charged. He went and made the false
Mike.
police report. Yeah, that's me. He lied to the
How are you?
cops, and I'll
How are
put
you?
this down. Just,
Okay.
One thing, just because I was trying to de-escalate, can I just
no,
ask?
you seem very reasonable.
Yeah.
Well, I am trying to be, and I can't
All right.
say that I agree.
Hold on a second here. This individual here, thank you for trying to de-escalate. But this behavior, this particular mannerism is the one that they've been trying to get all of our young boys in school to adopt. This is not how men talk.
No.
This is not how men behave. And men don't do, and I just came over here and I don't agree with you. We need masculinity back. Roads got built by masculine men. Towers and buildings, and they got built. Men went to space because of masculine men. Not this. Even the scientists who walked around with the glasses on, they were still masculine in their approach to life because they found a goal that would better mankind, and they chased it. They didn't stop. What's this guy's goal? Aside from to go to events like this and be flamboyant, what's his goal? Yeah, no answer. I know. There is
Soy
no-
milk, I think.
Yeah, that's not Coca-Cola. That's soy something.
With a lot
Yeah.
of the things that, Elliot, that I've heard that you've said and stuff, and that's
I'm
fine.
right. I'm the one that Nick went to the competition. He fabricated a story about, had me charged, and now he is charged for making a false police report. There's cops here. You can ask
Yeah,
them for
and
yourself.
that's
That's not a lie. That's
Well,
you.
and actually, that has.
Chris, I agree.
I'm here because I was a proud Pride organizer in
Yeah.
London.
Uh-oh. Are they forming a wall to keep you out?
Oh, and then 5 kids came in and surrounded me after them.
Hi, my name's Lisa.
Sorry, you know, can I just?
Yeah, sure.
I just wanted to say, I was just noticing your hand shaking, and I felt really uncomfortable for you. And I've been in that situation
Because you shake
where you.
All right, so he's saying he feels uncomfortable for her. So is he
Yeah.
trying to be the police officer? Because I noticed the police aren't doing anything.
Nope, they were standing there blocking the way, so nobody was going to see it, whatever went on.
No boy.
From people in the back of the park. Like my sister was back at the tree filming, but they blocked her too when they moved in that way. And there was 5 of them. I counted them. There was a girl, a female, and 4 males. And not one of them was there to help me or look out for me. But apparently one cop had come in the circle. I guess it happened behind me, and he told Lisa, "Look, I'm here to protect you." She goes, "You're not here for us. You're here to protect them." He goes, "No, I'm here to protect you."
Oh,
You.
I see.
So us,
Is he?
right?
No,
So
let's have a look. Well, we're going to let he's trying to be peaceful, so I'm giving him credit there. But I'm still not. I don't respect the demeanor. I truly don't. Because remember, I DJ'd the gay clubs when I was in my late teens, and there were a lot of masculine gay dudes out there, man. Like those were the guys that could party. This guy here, I don't know, man. He can't do anything. It seems it's not a good thing. And for the young men out there, if you're under 30, do not behave like this guy. Behave like me, not this clown.
No, but when you were surrounded, so that's why I just was.
I remember you. Yeah, you were yelling obscenities at a 74-year-old man.
That's all. I just wanted to say, like,
Yeah.
I want everyone to feel safe and have that space, and so I am going to continue to try and. The surrounding people can be a problem. I understand that. So yeah.
We're not here to cause any trouble.
Okay.
We're here to observe, and we're allowed to observe.
Okay.
And it's like our presence makes people uncomfortable because we're just having to
Okay, he's not that interesting. Skip ahead a little bit.
I'm not here to speak for what's going on. I do know that there has been quite an online.
You notice that it's like what 4 or 5 minutes of him. Like I know I know what you're here. I know you have the right to say it, but no, just get to the point. Hi. I'm one of the promoters. I'm here to tell you that you're safe. I'm going to go talk to them and tell them to keep their hands off of you. Otherwise, I will get the police to come out and deal with it myself. Thank you. Have a great day. Be a man. But then, come on, man. It's ridiculous.
He's playing for one side. He's not playing for everybody. Right?
I know he's not playing for everybody. It's the demeanor. It's the approach. I can't stand.
Oh, I know. That's Antifa.
Of things that have been posted and said. So, I think when things like that happen, there's just a lot of tension. And so I apologize if you guys felt that way. I think you can understand the perspective from our community and how we feel too.
Okay, well, what's the community? What's the community? All right. Conservative gay men are not part of any community. They're just guys. Right? That's it. And the stronger lesbians out there who actually do like women and don't just hate men, those ones are not part of the community either. They're women. Mm-hmm. What is this community that he's talking about? Go ahead, let me hear this. Ellie.
What? Oh,
I'm asking you. What's
the alphabet community?
What's he referring to?
He's referring to the alphabet community. So he's what he's saying is you're not part of our community, and I'm standing here with the community, saying that you should not come in here because we don't agree with all your viewpoints. Right. So basically, that he's playing for their team. He's not even an event organizer in a way of an event organizer would look out for everybody, every guest, every child, every dog, everything. They would accommodate for everybody. But he, like I said, is just there to. He's probably one of those gimpy Antifa people that. Keyboard warrior bullshit, but he's just there for them. And he was kind of a diversion. And then they got a father of one of the kids that had surrounded me. There was 5 of them. The father and me went off to the side and chatted. The father's the big guy with the beard. I show him in my stream. I just put up the re-edited version. And so we chatted. But, this all kept going on after I left. For probably, the half an hour I was talking with the father, and then it started pissing down, and then we left.
Is that the guy there?
No.
That's not him?
No, he was one of the guys running around. I think he was one of the drag clowns, but he just wasn't in makeup yet. Or he's a roadie. He might be a roadie.
All right. So I just want to clarify for everybody here what drag queens were supposed to be. And drag queens were supposed to be a burlesque style show for adults over 18 in most countries around the world. But typically, the folks that would go and see drag shows, really, it was either gay men en masse, or you would have found married couples who were just bored and they wanted to go see something different. So they'd go out and have themselves a treat where a drag performer sings really well and dances really well, and you have dinner and you clap and you go home. It was just another venue that you could go out to. You could go to the movies. You could go bowling. You could go to see a comedy show. You could go to a burlesque show. You could go to a drag show. It's just one more thing that adults would do. It was never meant for children. And those who do dance in front of kids are perverts. They're disgusting. And they need to stop what they're doing immediately.
Yeah, I agree.
All right. So I'm going to skip ahead a little bit here. All right. Because it seems that more people are coming at you. So there's you. Well, let's move on from the guy, the gesture guy. Let's move on.
Melanie, I post up my own Twitter page.
What's your handle?
I think that one's the new one's Ellie Rossetti.
One more time.
Ellie Rossetti.
Nice and inclusive.
And
You guys realize this isn't the way, right?
They're swarming you
This
now.
isn't inclusive and accepting.
showing how inclusive
You-
you are.
This is
accepting
why we
you
don't
are.
want kids to be around this.
You guys are a great
This is
example to
bullying.
kids. Great
This is
example to
bullying.
children.
Guys,
Wow.
this is no, we didn't call any. Why are we?
You're hitting on
How? We just showed up. We didn't say anything. They're the ones that are putting names on us.
We're talking.
I'm asking questions.
But I asked.
Flag in front.
Well, she was speaking.
So
for
they get
herself,
closer
she's a
and
grown-up.
closer.
And she asked me to
They
leave
keep
her
moving
alone.
in
The second she
closer.
did that, I walked
Now they
away.
want to cover the camera with their flags and umbrellas.
Get close. Come on.
See, they're making a wall and they're moving closer and closer.
This is not your town. This is everybody's town. This is everyone's town.
Well, like more of them just showed up.
This is not. This is not how you.
And then, hey, Kevin, Lisa just barged her way through and says, I'm a taxpayer and I'm coming in. And she just walked right past them.
So
Literally, that woman has balls bigger than most men I've ever known.
yeah, she does.
And
Absolutely. Lisa is phenomenal that way.
for what she did that day, to do that, to walk right through them and say, well, fuck you then, because I'm a taxpayer and I'm going to enjoy this show. Or see
That's
the
right.
show, whatever she said, right? So, yes, like, yeah. Because I left. I said, fuck it, I'm not going to get in there. They're going to block me, right? So, fuck. What do I do? Sorry. Oh. And,
Yeah. You talk
I-
dirty. You
I
talk
just
dirty,
said-
Misty.
I know, I got potty mouth.
Anyway, hey, Chris, who does our moderations on some of our social media here, just followed you, and Chris rocks. She's a car aficionado, that one. So Chris is certainly more masculine than most men out there, yet she's got the perfect amount of feminine to make her just the perfect gal. Let's just finish this off quickly here. We got, 20 seconds to go.
Our solution is there'd be a few left.
This is not a solution. This is silencing people.
Neither are you.
What did I do?
Neither are you.
People.
What,
So
that's not
we don't.
fine.
They don't want it.
That isn't. They didn't ask me not to.
Don't do it.
Guys, don't.
Here come the cops.
Don't. Hey, stop.
Here come the cops. Okay, and the video starts over, and it becomes the drag queens dancing around are just not interesting, because the drag queens from the 80s, they were highly skilled, they were talented, they would work on their dance routines for months to perfect them, but the new ones, they just put on a dress and that's all they do.
Yeah, they're not even like
look.
they're not even trying to entertain.
What's
Yeah.
that?
No, they're just not even trying. They're showboating. They're not even trying to entertain. They're not doing anything entertaining at all. I remember the ones you talked about. They were called female impersonators.
Yes,
There was one on All in the Crowd. A lot of them were straight men who just like to do that. And then it kind of went into gay men entertaining other gay men in gay bars and gay parties. And they do very lewd stuff. So those are the ones they're bringing to the children. They're not bringing the good ones. Well, they're probably all dead now. But they're bringing the ones that have this perverted And like, look at, I don't know if you've seen that video from the States. I can send it to you. This drag queen, he got up and he was shaking his stuff right in this girl's face. If it didn't touch her, I was shocked. That's how close it got. You couldn't tell because it was a mini skirt, so you don't know if he actually touched her or not, but he's looking at charges for what he did.
Good.
It's hard for them to get out of mode. When they start into their dance, they're into their regular routine. It's natural for them. And you're bringing that to children.
Transvestite. Thank you, Chris. That was the correct
That's child endangerment.
Yeah. You're right. It is child endangerment.
Yeah.
Sexual assault.
So,
it is that. Oh, and Chris, by the way, if you want to support Ellie, she's not in Calgary. Ellie's in Hamilton, Ontario. There we are.
Oh, I'm in St. Thomas.
Oh, I thought you were in Hamilton. Okay, close enough.
No, I'm in St. Thomas.
St. Thomas, St. Thomas.
Oh, well, we're quite far away from Hamilton.
Gotcha.
We're near London, right outside of London.
So, Ellie, I mean, my thoughts are, obviously, the left wing is just full of hypocrisy. In order for anybody to be part of the club, you've got to believe in thousands of genders. You have to not know the difference between gender and sex. You have to be pro-pedophilia. You have to be pro-violence. You have to have zero debate skills. You have to know how to throw the 5 buzzwords out that end conversations, including the term racist, and so on. So what is your message first to the straight community about these people, and then the LGBTQ community? Go ahead. I want to hear your thoughts.
Okay, to the straight people. The longer you support this, buying the flags and little gizmos and pens and all this kind of other paraphernalia, you're encouraging this. Okay, you're encouraging naked men to shake their things in your kids' faces at the parades. You're encouraging this drag thing to be pushed upon you, and a lot of other parts of society who don't go with it. Stop supporting it. 2, to the LGBTQ, you've gone too far. Your love and inclusion and acceptance is bullshit. You want all the love and inclusion and acceptance, but you don't practice what you preach. I fought to get, and I'm with millions of others, not just me. Millions of us fought to get the LGBT put into place, and look what you've done to it. You brought in incels and pedophiles. You won't denounce them, and now you're trying to push on society perversions, especially. I mean, it's bad enough you're pushing it on straight society, like calling them cis and cis breeders and all these insults. But you're going after the kids. That was the one rule they had. We all had, and I told you the same thing. You do what you do, you boo-boo, but you stay the fuck away from the kids. You broke the rules. I'm sorry for the language, Kevin. You broke the rules, and now it's time for the backlash. And I'm telling you right now, the Muslims and the Arabs are not very happy what you're trying to push on their children. Neither are a lot of Christian parents. So should they march into Ottawa and something happens, it's almost on you because you started it all. Keep that in mind, because I think something's going to happen at this march. Just my thoughts. No more support for you. I have given up on you. I'm not against you, per se. I'm not against the members, but I'm telling you right now, all you activists, you have an enemy in me. Watch yourselves. I'm coming for you.
I know. And you are the one that they should be worried about, and not me. Yeah. You are the one, you've gone through this for your entire life. Mm-hmm. You know the whole get up. You know the game. You know every single counter argument and every way to beat them. And they've decided to make you an enemy of their group. But at the same time, I'm glad you're on our side. Believe me, I am. And it sucks, Ellie, that whenever I want to discuss this topic, I have to have you on the show. Don't.
Actually, no, I got other trans people. You can I could probably get Chris to come on your show. He's a trans male.
Sure. But look, Ellie, check it out though. if I don't have you or our good friend Rio here, who calls himself the flamingest flamer in Alberta, if I don't have somebody who's gay or trans on the show, I actually can't talk about gay and trans anything because they'll call it hate speech.
Or bigotry.
So
or
you're my buffer. You're my bulletproof vest.
yeah.
Oh, and she's good at killing flies too. So
wasps came at me.
I
like wasps. They bite.
Must be the perfume. I'm sure they love it.
No, I don't wear it anymore. I haven't worn any because of that's what I thought it was. No, and usually they don't leave me alone because my estrogen. They don't like the estrogen, but yeah, no, they were gone for a whole month. We had no bees and no wasps, no nothing. Oh. And we were actually out with paintbrushes pollinating our tomatoes and stuff because there was no bees. So all of a sudden now there's an influx of wasps and they're just attacking. They're not even like they usually are, just kind of going around, and these things are coming right after us. It's weird.
Well, maybe it's the testosterone in the area they don't like. You probably have 9 or 10 really good looking guys behind you. So
I'm wondering if they're nano bugs or something. Wow.
Yes. Here's a question. Actually, Jason's got a legit question. Okay. Do most of the LGBTQ community know where the terms cis and trans come from?
No, they just use it, and it's not cis. It's CIS, cis.
Cis, yeah.
It's just means cisgender. It was created by was it Edward Money or Dr. Money or whatever. It's just a classification, but he was a pedophile. So a pedophile created that saying, and that's what's really got a lot of people. The fact that it's being pushed on them, like you're a cis male or you're a cis female. No, I'm a male or I'm a female. Fuck you, right? That never came into play until all this bullshit started. But
and there's a lot of it. By the way, speaking of the Ottawa Million Man March, it's coming up third week of September. I was on the phone with the organizers, including the Islamic groups that are running this whole thing. It so happens that I agree with everything that the gentleman had to say, and the lady who's working with him. So you've got a Muslim man who's starting this whole thing. You've got a Christian woman who is his right-hand woman. You get the idea. And the two of them, we've discussed at length the fact that they are deeply concerned that when they do go to march to Ottawa, it'll be a peaceful march for the conservatives. The Muslims are going to be peaceful. The Christians, the Sikhs, the Hindus, the Jainists, the Buddhists, everyone's going to be peaceful, but they're expecting the better part of 2,000 plus Antifa to show up to try to be violent. And that is a problem. So what are your thoughts on Antifa? Do they have those kinds of numbers?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they would have to bust them in from other places, but they could pull it together. I mean, look at what they did at the C3 rally. There was well over 1,000 there, and they only had a couple of buses. They could, Soros has endless funds. He'll get them all there. But the police are going to have to get in between to stop them because they're going to get hurt. Because I can tell you right now, these Middle Eastern men, they come from a country of conflict, fighting, war. They all know how to fight, man. Maybe the little kids don't because they grew up here, but these people are brutal and they know how to survive because they're still here. What I'm worried about, Kevin, is that Mr. Singh is bringing thousands of armed Sikhs with swords in to this.
The Kirpan. The Kirpan is actually the curved blade that they're allowed to by law wear. And I am very familiar with Sikh culture. Remember, I'm a bit of a historian. I know this stuff.
Yeah.
And if they are attacked, they do have the religious right to defend themselves with that Kirpan. And here's the thing, and this is the warning that I would give to Antifa right now. All right, we're not talking about Muslim men being the ones who are going to commit acts of violence against you. The Sikhs are the ones that they have such a strong propensity for the defense of not just Sikhism, but everybody. And that's what Sikhism is, which is why when I was in Mississauga, I spent so much time at the Khalsa Darbar, which is the biggest Sikh temple in North America. It's huge. And we would sit and we would eat with them and we'd have a good time. But it was explained to me that the spirit of Sikhism, the warrior spirit, is still there. And if the Kirpan, the curved dagger, which is about that long, if it comes out, it must taste blood. It can't come out for show. It must be plunged. So I'm going to tell Antifa, don't go there. Don't go and push these people. I'm asking,
No.
Not for my sake, because nothing would thrill me more than seeing a whole bunch of Antifas being stabbed. I would love that. I'm telling you, it'll happen. So don't go over there and put pressure on the Sikh men that you see there, especially if they are in Rajput garb. Do not do it. You are going to regret it. And here's the thing, Antifa, none of you know how to fight. And I know this because you've come at me 6 separate times. Each and every time you've come at me, you've been armed. And I have fought you off. You had your hammers, you had your knives, you had your bats, you had your wooden sticks, you had all of that. And what did I do? I defeated you with my bare hands. What's going to happen when you idiots go there and decide you want to take on 1,000 Sikh men who are there to protect themselves, their families, the Hindus, the Muslims, the Christians, the Jainists, and everybody else? Don't think for a second that because Sikhs are very peaceful people that they won't strike in accordance with their culture. You have no clue what you're up against. None.
Yeah, no, it's not something that Antifa wants to get involved in right now.
Yes, and of course, I just got to go on record and say that I really hope there isn't bloodshed. Even though the Antifa losers, I hope there isn't. And I would encourage anybody who's armed not to pull your knives, not to pull your kirpans, not to pull your daggers, not to pull swords. Don't show up with switchblades. I'm asking everyone, do not do this. But Antifa, their culture and the law and the court rulings let them do this. You can expect Sikh men to be armed with kirpans. You're going to lose because that's all you do is lose. Yeah. None of you know how to fight at all. You're all wimps. You know, what do you guys, what does the average Antifa guy bench press? Like what, 15, 20 pounds? Maybe? Do they know what a bench press is?
30 pounds.
30 pounds, eh?
Yeah, Mike.
30 pounds, huh?
Yeah.
All right. I put 30 pounds on a strap on my forehead, and I do 30 pounds with my neck. If you guys can only do 30 pounds with your triceps and your chest, you're done. God, you're done. Imagine getting headbutted by me. It's not going to work out well for you.
Yeah, no.
Well, Ellie, do you have a concluding statement here? Because
I just
had our fun.
I just want to thank everybody for their concern, and I've been getting a lot of messages and comments and stuff that people were worried. And I was stupid of me. I went down there totally alone. I didn't have any backup. Other than I knew Lisa would be there somewhere. I didn't know where. And I told my sister to stay back and film because if something happened, we needed proof. But no, it was stupid on my part to go there alone. But I live here. I know this town, so I didn't think.
No, it's brave.
In 13 years, the police have never had to arrest me. I don't have any interactions with them in any way. So a couple of tickets, but so no, I didn't expect that. But it was stupid on my part to go down alone. I won't be from now on, and I won't be advertising when I'm going either. I'm going to go in stealth, and I hope they realize that now I will be filming to looking for stuff. I won't be going there to prove there's not stuff going on. I will be looking for stuff. There's a difference. So they better watch their backs. My camera works really nice.
Yes. And again, you're braver than most men I know. So thank you for that. Yes, for sure. Oh, by the way, I was asked this last question. I'm going to give this question to you, and then we're going to take off here. I was asked, not abrasively, just, I guess, abruptly, hey, Johnston, what's a real trans woman? Let me hear it. There's got to be an answer to that question. And I'm not answering it.
That would take time to explain because of the difference. The only ones I would classify legitimate are ones who are seeking to change their physical body and not just saying they're trans so that they can be hip or whatever. There's some people who have to live as trans too, Kevin, and they are true trans women and trans men, but they, for physical reasons or whatever, can't get the surgery. So how do you classify a real one?
Well, I tell you what, I'll add to it then. From an outsider, from a gorgeous heterosexual cisgender male. All right, look at this. All right. My thoughts are, if you're brave enough to get the surgery done, and then you're smart enough to raise the funds to get the surgery done, then you go through with it, then I would say, okay, real. As real as can be anyway. My thoughts.
I just hate to call the ones that are still transitioning not real, because they are in the same boat that I was in. I was in transition for, 5.5 years. So about 5 years till I got surgery anyway. So it was, and I was seen the same way. I was called a fake transgender and all this different stuff, because everyone's got their own idea of a real transgender. To me, it's the intent. As long as they're going to transition their body, and they're at least dressing and appearing to be what they claim they are, then I would consider them real. But as far as straight people concerned, they don't, until we look as good as Sandra Bullock or Dylan Mulvaney.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I had to.
Yeah.
At Beer Can Babe. And by the way, I got my face on beer cans now, so she better watch the fuck out. And
well, I would much rather see your face on beer cans.
yeah, I'll send you my
him.
beer cans.
He hasn't had any surgery done yet. It's him.
No, he's not getting surgery done. He's not transgender at all. He just wants to act like it, so he gets this false respect from people that we don't even get. And I've gone through the surgery, and I don't even get the common decency that he to match the respect that he gets from all these fucking libtards. Well,
maybe I don't know. Maybe just hear me out. Maybe we should do a calendar with you naked on all 12 months.
I want to scare people. No, we don't.
Maybe that'll get you some Bud Light contracts.
I'll see if I can find a bodysuit. Yeah, it's not my body.
All right, Ellie, look, we're 15 minutes over our time, so I just want to say thanks for being here. Thank you to you and Lisa for shooting that footage, because any chance to expose the hypocrisy of the left, I am going to take that opportunity.
Yeah, there'll be more. We'll be sending you more.
Oh, I know you will.
We've hooked up together, so we're gonna be a little more active now. So
yeah, Lisa is amazing, and I'm glad that you're working with her.
Yeah.
How do people reach you? I'm going to type it in right now.
Just at my page, Ellie Sophia Rossetti, or if you want to go to Transgenders Against Sexualizing Children, I'm there, or I'm on TikTok at _Ellie. That's EFFEN_Ellie, and then that's where you can find me, and you can always contact me, like reach out with a message or whatever.
Okay, actually, I found your Facebook page, so I'm just going to go ahead and put that up on the screen below me there. So in the chat room, everybody, I've got the text link you can click, and if you do want to talk to Ellie about any particular subject matter, including how much she hates me, by all means, facebook.com/ellie-sophia.rossetti.7. There we go. 7, not 69?
No. They pick the number. They never pick good numbers.
No, they don't. They truly don't. Thanks for being here, Ellie. Appreciate it.
Have a good day.
Yeah, you too. Take care. All right, everyone. I just want to say thank you again to Ellie for being here. Look, the hypocrisy of the left has to be exposed. And I know some of you are upset with the fact that I do these types of shows. I know that you think that you have no stake in this, but we all do. And we do because the radical leftist agenda is one that has destroyed our country. It runs politics. It runs the courts. It runs the education system. And freaks like what you saw in the video today are the only ones taking care of your kids right now. So it does affect you. And what we have here is someone who had the surgery done, who's dead set against all of it, which means Ellie is on our side. So we need to have allies that you may not agree with. You don't have to agree with Ellie's surgery, thought processes, lifestyle, sexual preferences, or even hairdo. There's nothing you have to agree with. I'm just asking to understand that there are those of us on every side of this whole thing that are actually on the same side. And we all hate this 5% of the population controlling 95% of the media. I'm sick of it. The Muslims are sick of it. They're acting. Ellie is acting. So in reference now to the Islamic community taking a stand, we have the guy who's forming the Million Man March on the show tomorrow night. We're going to be talking about the Million Man March with him tomorrow night. I can't wait to do this. So do not miss the Kevin J. Johnston Show, which does run every single Tuesday, 9 p.m. Toronto time, 7 p.m. Calgary time, 6 p.m. Vancouver time. You'll always catch us at freedomreport.ca. This logo right here goes directly to Rumble. I highly recommend you follow me on Rumble because they have never once censored anything I've said or done. That's it for now. We'll see you tomorrow.